The following is a presentation of Flow Sports.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the final night of racing action here of the Veland Winter Nationals at Ocala Speedway. Ocala, Florida is home tonight. Mother Nature literally rained on our parade here 24 hours ago, dumping over 2 inches of rain in Marion County and beyond here yesterday afternoon and evening. You know, sometimes when you see the red and maroon on the radar, James, that's what went through here last night. But the track prep crew has done a tremendous job in getting this place ready to rock and roll here tonight. Whether you're on the grounds or watching at home, we are glad that you are with us. He's the National Dirt Late Model Hall of Famer, James Essex. I'm Dustin Jarrett. The third member of our broadcast team, Ben Shelton, will be joining us in the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit area here this evening as well. Well, James, Mother Nature rained us out last night. She didn't just rain us out. It was an absolute monsoon here 24 hours ago, but we're locked and loaded and ready to go here tonight.
Well, they call it a frog strangler down here in the south, right?
Not the big frog strangler.
No. As long as Jim Cantori doesn't show up, we're good to go. So we are good to go. Very handsome crowd coming in tonight.
James Cantori here.
James Cantori. Good crowd coming in here tonight. Got a good field of cars. They've worked hard on the track all afternoon long. We'll see how it goes, but looking forward to it. $25,000 on the line tonight.
An absolutely outstanding crowd rolling in here as well, expecting possibly one of the biggest crowds in the history of Ocala Speedway here tonight as well for the final night of the Veland Winter Nationals here. Of course, we'll head up the road to Golden Isle Speedway for 4 nights of Veland Winter Nationals racing action starting Wednesday. That'll be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But first things first, let's go ahead and take a look at your race information here this evening. $25,000 on the line here tonight, and it'll start momentarily with Dirt Draft Hot Laps, followed by All-Star Performance Time Trials. 4 heat races tonight. There'll be 8 laps in distance. Top 4 will transfer, and with 32 cars, 1 or 2 B-mains. We'll have to wait and see. If everyone is able to race, then likely 2. If not, they might consolidate that down to 1. And a 50-lapper this evening, $25,000 going to the winner. And it was a dandy last year. Devin Moran and Jonathan Davenport threw haymakers at each other last year, with Devin Moran coming out on top 1 year ago.
Well, points again tonight and heading into tonight. Hudson O'Neill with the win the other night, now the points leader. So Hudson O'Neill, Devin Moran, Brandon Shepard, they've each won twice in the first 6 points races here this year. And they can start throwing races out starting next Thursday at Golden Isles. There you see O'Neill. Yep.
Yeah. Did you mention that tonight's actually the first night that they can drop a race as well?
This is the 5th.
Oh, no, it is the 5th night. We got rained out last night.
So if we get the rest
right.
of them in, DJ, it'll be the best 5 out of 8.
Yeah.
5 out of 9 has gone by the wayside with last night's rain out. So the last 3 next weekend, Wednesday night, will not be a points race. So O'Neill leads Overton, or Moran, Overton, Shepherd, and Carson Ferguson currently 5th, Dustin.
Well, the third member of our broadcast team canoed out to the platform in the middle of the infield. Welcome back, Ben Shelton. Ben, safe to say this track prep crew has done a knockout job in getting this thing ready to go here this evening.
No, they have. It was more of a puddle jumper that got me to the infield. Racetrack's solid. The pit area they've had to work on. Now, when you get to the very bottom of the racetrack where you don't want to be anyway, that's a little bit sketchier. Down in the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit, we might have some pontoons put out later tonight. But yeah, they've done a great job. I talked to Bubba Clem. 1.25 inches fell last night, and not only did it fall, it fell over about a 6 or 7 hour period. So it really saturated the place. Racetrack looks good though, and again, until you get race cars on it, you don't know 100% what you've got. So that's why you saw them put some water on it. At the top of the racetrack, it got hard. It was actually drying out a little bit. It was going to be abrasive on the tires. So they took the water wagon around. They spritzed it, if you will. But $25,000 up for grabs tonight. 34 Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series drivers in the pit area. And on the backside of this break, we're going to give you an idea of what to expect as we wrap things up here at the Veland Winter Nationals at Ocala Speedway. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the final night of racing action here at Ocala Speedway, part of the Veland Winter Nationals. $25,000 to win tonight. For the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, we welcome a massive crowd here on site and a big crowd watching at home on FloRacing as well. James, it's been overcast here today. Let's take a look at the current temps outside.
It's about, what, 70?
No, I'm going to say 63 right now. That's my guess. Oh, 64.
Okay.
How about that? No broken clouds.
Well, they've been in, a drought situation. Of course, we're the drought busters. You know that. Yeah. So had that yesterday and over an inch of rain yesterday. But 6-mile-an-hour winds right now. Overcast clouds.
I would say that is all accurate, by the way. I would say that's all very accurate, by the way. Hey, this racetrack, it's gone through a few different shapes, configurations, and has even bounced back and forth from asphalt to dirt. But it first opened way back in 1952. It's currently a 3/8 mile D-shaped or avocado-shaped oval. Someone told me yesterday or a couple days ago, the fastest avocado in Florida.
I like
Ocala Speedway. I like it. I like it a lot.
We got the fastest ponytail of that. Is that Brutus?
That was Brutus. Brutus is back.
Brutus is back. 1952, the same year Brownstown opened. How about that? Bubba Clem from Warsaw, Indiana. How about that? He's a native Hoosier. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Him and Tyler Boggs.
Right.
Right.
Right. Hey, a big announcement here today. We've got Arizona Sports Shirts going to be the Crown Jewel Cup sponsor this year, back with that. And that's going to pay for perfect attendance. There's going to be 12 races. They'll pay $50,000 or more to win.
Yeah.
$15,000 to the top driver in the Arizona Sports Shirts Crown Jewel Cup. So
love that.
That'll do that.
Well, outside of those, a lot of upcoming events for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Of course, we mentioned that from here, we head north to the Golden Isle Speedway, just outside Waynesville, Georgia. That'll be practices Tuesday. We are live with racing action Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We hope you can join us, but if not, it'll be live on Flow.
And it is on Flow?
What's that?
Every lap's on Flow.
Every lap is on Flow. Every single lap of every race is live on Flow. Atomic in Brownstown at the end of March. Mm-hmm. Georgetown, Baps, and Hagerstown at the end of April. And then business really kicks in. Circle City and Florence in May. Farmer City and Fairbury, part of that Illinois Speed Week coming up May 8th and 9th. LucasDirt.com for all of the latest news, scheduling information, and more. It's awesome these races are live on Flow, but we really like to see people out at the racetrack if we are in your neck of the woods.
Now, great for best weather forecast. Of course, we've been running Golden Isles in January, but a great forecast, 75 to 78. Minimal chance of rain next week, so come on out starting on Wednesday night. Has the first group of dirt draft hot laps, and I did set my dirt draft before you asked me. You saw me do that.
I did.
I did not realize I had 3 accounts, but I think I've got all the same password and all of them. So
you have 3
we're ready to go here with
if,
the first group, DJ.
And if you want James's password, it is "Oh my!" exclamation point with 5 H's and 5 Y's.
Well, there's a former snowmobile racer.
Oh, my.
He was a medalist in the Winter X Games back a few years ago, up from the USMTS Modifieds a couple years ago. That is Dan Ebert. Dan Ebert in car 60 right now. He sits 9th in the Lucas Oil Championship point standings in the Collins Brothers Towing Minnesota Truck Headquarters Rocket number 60. Behind him is Rocket 1. That is Brandon Shepard. Brandon Shepard in the Valvoline Soybert Calf Ranch's entry out of New Berlin, Illinois. B. Shep currently 4th in the series points. 2 wins here in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series here in 2026, DJ.
The 79 behind him is Loudon, Tennessee's Corey Hedgecock, the 33-year-old, and that Billy Hicks Racing, H&H Auto Sales sponsored number 79, gunning for that O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year here in 2026, and he'll be followed by the driver out of Clear Spring, Maryland, second in last year's Port Royal Speedway point standings. Nope, that's not him. That's Drake Troutman, who was in front of the 79 of Hicks Racing. That's Drake Troutman on the 22 star out behind in Pennsylvania, the defending World of Outlaws rookie there. There's the driver that was second in last year's Port Royal point standings out of Clear Spring, Maryland. That's Justin Weaver in the 32J.
And also the fastest ponytail, the People's Champ out there. That is Freddie Carpenter. Freddie Carpenter, of course, out of Parkersburg, West Virginia. Did you see his, I don't know if it was a TikTok video, Casey's All-American Pool Company. It's on the roof.
Yeah, that was cool.
There you go. If you need a pool,
Call
It's a little
Casey.
too cool yet in West Virginia to get that, but it's going to warm up fast enough, right?
Call Casey's All-American Pool Company. Absolutely. Well, I got to tell you, I am incredibly impressed right now with how this racetrack looks, because if I'm being very, very honest with you, man, when I saw the rain they got down here last night, I was not 100% sure that we were going to be able to race tonight. So that is...
You get here and I talk to some drivers like, yeah, are they going to cancel? Are they going to run it? And they're running it. I mean, Rob Flatfoot's been out there, of course, Bubba, and looking good so far. We'll see if it'll hold up here tonight. By the way, the track record here, I don't think is going to be in jeopardy, but you never know, right? But still, Kyle Bronson, who set that a couple of years ago, that is the all-time late model track record, 13,587 for Kyle Bronson, who, by the way, I believe will have his new shirts available next week. I think he said at Golden Isles.
Oh, the hot dog stand shirts.
Yeah, the hot dog stand shirt, and they have gone on sale, and the internet has just been it's going wild with that. There's Drake Fountain, last year's World of Outlaw Rookie of the Year. The year before that, he was the Lucas Oil Rookie of the Year in the 22 Star. Mom Lori's watching tonight back home.
Oh, good.
Absolutely.
Great people, the Troutmans. Very, very good people. Of course,
absolutely.
The defending World of Outlaws Rookie of the Year, former
You
Lucas
called his first
Oil.
late model race win, right?
I did at Tyler County Speedway, absolutely. I'm going to give him one more opportunity here to go around this racetrack. As nearly 2 inches of rain. Bubba may have been conservative with his estimate of 1.14 inches. It depends on where you were at here in Marion County, but it was up near 2 inches of rain in about a 7 to 8 hour time span.
You realize it's the third racetrack we go to during the year that is in Marion County. You got Marion County, Florida here. You got Marion County, City. Indiana, Circle City. Yep. And Marion County, Iowa, Knoxville.
Oh, my.
So there you go.
Look at that. It's all Marion County all the time.
There's a Marion County, Ohio, right?
Yeah, there is. Not a racetrack.
Is it Marion, Ohio, in Marion County, Ohio?
Maybe you could run at the horse track.
Met a lot of great fans this afternoon coming up. We got a couple of new fans that said his wife got a subscription to FloRacing for Christmas.
Okay.
He said he always followed asphalt racing, but he's fallen in love with the dirt late models and Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, and was back here buying some shirts and stuff. That's pretty cool.
I love it. Drake Troutman, 15:02.96, fastest in that set of Dirt Draft Hot Laps.
By the way, we'd like to welcome the Massengill Company, sponsoring the Sportsmanship Driver of the Year this year in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. So the driver they vote on, $2,000 cash, will go to that awards banquet later this year. Again, thanks to the Massengill Company for their generosity. Yes, sir.
And still opportunities, right? To
still opportunities
to
get a hold of Wayne Castleberry. And don't forget, I had a couple fans ask me, why don't you guys, like the Outlaws, bring the Jumbotron to well, we're going to do that. We're going to do that. The announcement was made the other day. It's going to be probably late May, maybe. But we're going to have the traveling whenever you and I say, we'll check the replay. Well, they're going to be able to see it here.
They can see the replay.
Yep. Of course, they can see it at Eldora, Wheatland, and Lernerville, right? Because they've got their own Jumbotrons. But we're going to bring one with us. So that's a marketing opportunity, right, Ben Shelton?
Yeah, and how about a double down? It's also going to go to the FloRacing Night in America events. So Jumbotrons coming at you early and often with Lucas Oil and FloRacing Night in America events in 2026.
How about Josh Rice that they just showed there on your screen?
Carson Brown car.
Yeah.
That Randall Edwards been crew chief for that team the last couple of years. They've gone full-time asphalt racing, but they're bringing out one of the 28Bs, put the 11 on there, the decals. Brought to you by James Rice, right?
It's brought to you by James Rice, that's right. We just saw Max Blair in the 111. There's Garrett Alberson in the 58 for Ken and Beth Roberts. Dallin Murdy on the track. He was the All-Star Performance Quick Qualifier here on Thursday night in that Skyline Motorsports Greg Bruning number 13. And we also took a look at the Squirrel Brian Shirley in the 3S, and of course the Big Perm in the Big Frog 58V. That is Dalton Wilson.
And Brian Shirley was running third the other night. DJ had that flat tire, him and Shepard. I mean, once lap 5, we got all the carnage, let's say, out of the way. There you go. The rest of the way didn't have a caution, and only 4 cars didn't finish. Those 4 were knocked out early on. But how about Dallin Murdy, the overall class qualifier of the night? His teammate Tyler Bruning not running tonight here at Ocala. So this is group number 2 on the racetrack. Make sure you get your dirt draft set. Don't forget the new app. Go ahead.
There's a Rattler sighting.
The Rattler, former Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Rookie of the Year. Where was his only win at?
LaSalle
Very
Speedway,
good.
LaSalle,
He
Illinois.
led wire to wire LaSalle.
Yep, we were working that night. Absolutely. So Brian Shirley, quickest in that wave of dirt draft top laps with a 1:4.9056. Go ahead, Ben Shell.
I was just going to say, Dalton Wilson in that set gave me the quote of the afternoon. Everybody was debating whether or not we should be racing, if the track will be good. By the way, she's looking pretty sporty right now. And he said, you know what? This is the kind of night where somebody different might win. And he goes, somebody like me. So that's why we play the game. I like that. Also, I talked to Dallin Murdy in the pit area. Tyler Bruning had that hard hit with the turn 1 and 2 wall back on Thursday. The ambulance, they called it over. They did take him for observation, check him out. He's okay. He had some previous back injuries and kind of jarred a little bit uncomfortable, and so he's taking the night off. But glad that Tyler Bruning was not banged up worse than he was back on Thursday.
Okay, thank you very much, Ben. As the next group of cars rolls on the track, this will be Group 3 on the racetrack, led out by the number 99 car, the reigning series champion. Right now, currently second in the points, that is Devin Moran. Devin Moran, the Millwood Plumbing, Big River Steel, C&W Trucking, Longhorn, Cornet Power under the hood for Roger Sellers, Double Down Motorsports. Behind him, the 22 car. He was second in last year's Rookie of the Year, O'Reilly Rookie of the Year points. Right now, 15th in the Manning Chiropractic 22 Enterprises entry. That is the capital car of Daniel Hilzebeck. Daniel Hilzebeck comes to us out of Erlenmeyer, with his former World of Outlaw Series champion, former Dirt Late Model Dream winner, the 28 car. Heather Line turning the wrenches on that rocket. That is Dennis Erb Jr. Dennis Erb Jr., 9 career wins at the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Behind him, the 12 car, the Harris Walmsley 84 Lumber entry. That is driven by Ryan Montgomery. Ryan Montgomery out of Fairmont, West Virginia, in car number 12. There's the 49 car. 3-time series champion, the second all-time winningest driver, the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Only a couple of wins behind Scott Bloomquist, the Ace Duran Nutrient Ag Solutions entry. That is Jonathan Davenport. Jonathan Davenport, DJ, in car 49. He and Darrell Lanigan, the 2 winningest late model drivers here in the past, both have 5 career victories here at Ocala.
Absolutely, and these will be the last 5 drivers in Group A in All-Star Performance Time Trials, coming up a little bit later on here this evening. So the field split in half after the pill draw. Group A and Group B, they'll qualify against themselves. And the way they qualify in Group A, that'll determine the starting lineups for heat races 1 and 2. And the way they qualify in Group B will set up the lineups for heat races 3 and 4.
And had that streak at Alltech with the number of top 10 finishes. I believe in 13 races here, he has 13 top 10 finishes, does Devin Moran. Twice a winner this year, as we mentioned. O'Neill, Shepard, each with 2 wins. Will somebody new break into the victory lane here tonight?
As a matter of fact, I don't believe Devin Moran has ever finished outside the top 10 here.
You are right.
Here, do you need that turned up a little bit?
I was just trying to hear you.
Is that clear?
The cars are louder than you.
Well, here, that button there turns it up.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you.
We're having fun.
Rob Penrod on the flag stand here tonight is with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series.
Devin Moran, quickest.
Coach, he started Eldora with Rickman. How about the Eldora announcement today? $100,000 to win the World 100 in 2026. Levi Jones, Tony Stewart continue to up the ante there. $5,600 just to start. $3,000 for the first driver who don't make the feature.
That's awesome. How about Jonathan Davenport, by the way? Speaking of drivers that are good at Eldora, he's also really good here at Ocala, too. And he just laid down the fastest lap in that set of dirt draft top laps with a 1:4.871. Next group of cars, they're going to make their way out, and they're going to be led out by the killer out of Brandon, Florida. The 40B is Kyle Bronson. Podium finish here the other night in that LTX Home Builders Atomic Music Group Race Car Engineering sponsored 40B. Behind him in the Bruce Kane Racing 15K, that'll be Cody Overton out of Thompson, Georgia. That's the M&M Painting and Construction Budweiser Morley ABC Supply Company 15K for Cody Overton.
99B, top 10 on Thursday night. That'll be Rick Boom Briggs, the nice NYCE Briggs Transport XS Storage. Dave Warren Power Sports entry out of Bear Lake, Pennsylvania. Trying to get his first career win in Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Bronson, the last 2 Lucas races here, he's led. Still looking for his first win since 2021. This driver looking for his first win in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series and that Longhorn entry in the Bargain Barn entry. That is Blair Nodorf. Blair Nodorf out of Renner. South Dakota. And also on the track is the 93 car, Poncho's Racing Products. Sunoco Race Fuels entry, that is Corey Lawler. Corey Lawler out of Hanover, PA. And there is the number 1, the best performance for Eric Brock. Scott Bailey power plant of the hood this year. Langenfelder Mechanical, best performance, first class septic entry. Saw Mama Herb earlier. Did you see her?
Too. Yep, walking the dog.
And that is Turbo Tyler Erb. Tyler Erb, 21 times a winner in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series in his career out of New Waverly, Texas.
Former Summer Nationals champ, former Gateway Dirt National champ is Turbo, and they've given these drivers a couple laps to roll this racetrack in. They're going to be dropping the green flag on hot lap session number 4 here this evening. Again, when they come out a little bit later on for All-Star Performance Time Trials. These drivers will be the first ones out in Group B, the second half of the field. So you said a dirt draft lineup.
I did. You saw me do that.
Do you care to share who's on your team, or
no?
No. Okay.
No. They can go on there and see. You already said a lineup, didn't you?
I said a starter lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just seeing if there's any late arrivals to the stockyards to see if we had to have them.
We had RVs moved.
Some RVs moved out of the stockyards because we needed more room for parking. There is a camping area back here, and they wanted to use it.
And Bubba had the tow truck on the way as well.
Well, Tyler, the fastest in that group.
There's not a helipad to park on.
Hey, again, we'd like to welcome Velocity Manufacturing Group. They are the sponsor of the most popular driver in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Fans can vote just one time per ballot in submission. $500 is going to go to that driver that gets that. You can vote through December the 1st. Go to our website at lucasdirt.com, lucasdirt.com, and vote for that. And we'd like to welcome Olins this year back in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. They'll be doing our feature lineup. Denago, again, thanks to Dave Warren Power Sports for that, our Denago drone as well. Again, sponsorship opportunities still available. We got a bunch of them, but man, people love it. We get a good ratings. Everybody likes watching the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. We got 20 drivers that have signed up to run full time this year.
Hey, come on out.
Come on out.
Yeah, come on out and support us.
That's
Absolutely.
right. We get the stockyards over here to join us.
Maybe
they can come on board.
Stockyards.
How about Bronson? The first, could have easily won 2 races back to back, right?
Yeah.
Quick change gears one after the other night while leading, and then contact from Davenport here 2 nights ago. He held on. Man, if his crew would just told him to get down on the racetrack, right? Get down lower, but he let it all hang out, right? And then O'Neill and Moran got around him. Still came in with the podium finish. Did Kyle Bronson.
And that's Kyle Bronson in a nutshell right there too, right? Like that's how he drives. That's honestly is the fan side of me. That's one of the things that I love about him. How about Boom Brakes? Spoke too soon. Boom Brakes. He goes back to the top of the leaderboard.
Well, 10th. What was he? 10th here the other night, right? A top 10 for Boom.
Kaboom.
There you go. Seneca's for everyone if he wins tonight, right?
1-4-9. Oh, Cody Overton just topped him by 6/10,000ths of a second.
It does pay in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. DJ, the driver with the most dirt draft hot lap points, will get a cash award at our awards banquet later this year. So that is Group 4. They make their way back to the pit area. Group 5 will be coming out next. All these groups are solid here tonight. There's the 77 car to Coos Bay, Oregon. That is Preston Luckman. And they wanted me to give a shout out to our good friend Royal Jones. He does so much for everybody, right? Mesilla Valley Transportation, L&L Lumber Outlet, that's rocking with Pro Power. There's the 93 car, Donald and Gina Bradshaw, Paylor Motorsports, the Hoopah Grading Company, Coleman Farms Racing, Dean Bowen, crew chief on that car. That is Carson Ferguson. Carson Ferguson out of Lincoln, North Carolina, DJ. He currently stands, fifth in the championship points.
Yes, sir. There's Preston Luckman. You just talked about him. Lots of sponsors on that car, including Mesilla Valley Transportation. By the way, Harry Race Pharmacy up there in Sitka, Kentucky. Or in Sitka, Alaska. There is a Sitka, Kentucky. 201 Speedway. That's not where his pharmacy is located, though. It's a little farther north than that. There is the 9 of T-Mac Tim McCready. You like that one, didn't you? T-Mac Tim McCready out of Watertown, New York, 2-time Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series champion, former Firecracker 100 winner. And there's the 76.
So is he? Did he win a firecracker?
He did win a firecracker. Yes, he did. He is also a multi-time dirt late model dream winner and former World 100 champion. That's Brandon Overton in the Riggs Motorsports Budweiser Garto Southern number 76.
There's the 20 RT. Anthony Barrows turning the wrenches on that car. They have Justin Tharp, Zach Fields in the Hoker Trucking Capital Waste Entry Knights Companies. Ricky Thornton Jr. Ricky Thornton Jr. a good run here the other night. Thornton comes into tonight. He went from, 15th in points up to 8th right now. Looking for his second championship in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Again, Hudson O'Neal leading the points, and Devin Moran, Brandon Overton, Brandon Shepard, Carson Ferguson. And there's the Sonic Drive-In Midway Sheet Metal Scott Bailey powered entry. That is Dylan McCowan. Dylan McCowan out of Urbana, Missouri in car number 8. It's going to happen for Carson Ferguson at some point. He's going to go to, it might very well be tonight.
Could be.
He has been close. Again, Dean Bowen, who's the crew chief last year for the Ratliff team with Dalton Wilson, he has come on to the 93. And Scott Fagner went to be with Nick Hoffman and Ty Corey as their crew chief. They've had a good start to the year as well. There's the 9 car again. Tim McCready, 2-time Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series national champion. And in his career, he has, what has he got? A total of, let me find my.
Oh, I know.
Go ahead.
38?
38.
38 career wins, and you know where that is all time.
That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7.
It is 7th, yeah.
Brandon Shepard, 1 behind him. Hudson O'Neal, 1 behind B. Shep. So it's Scott Bloomquist, Jonathan Davenport, Jimmy Owens, Ricky Thornton Jr., Don O'Neal, Earl Pearson Jr., and then Tim McCready. That's an impressive list for you right there.
And we've got a lot of those guys here. Of course, Don O'Neal has been on the grounds. Earl Pearson Jr. has been here working with the series, and some others in that list on down through there as well.
A lot of great young talent in dirt late model racing, but man, the veterans, they are, just dirt late model racing is just awesome over the years, and just keeps getting better and better. And Ricky Thornton Jr., the quickest in that group, DJ, in car number 20 RT. 1 more group left to go.
Ben Shelton, the lap times here have actually gone up a little bit in the last couple of hot lap sessions, kind of in that mid-16 range, 16.4, 16.5. How's the track look from your vantage point as moisture maybe coming back up through a little bit? Yeah, I would really think as the sun goes in, obviously the sun's been behind the clouds most of the day, but yeah, it's cool, the wind's blowing, but I can see that slime being an issue throughout the night. Overall, though, the racetrack looks really good. We're seeing down in 3 and 4 the best it's looked this week. And Austin Hargrove was down earlier from Rocket One Racing. He said, I really think this racetrack's a lot better than a lot of people think it is tonight. But yeah, and as guys move around, they're going to blow that slime across as well. It'll be interesting to watch it evolve throughout the night.
Hey, Ben, down in the infield there, looks like the tide has come up early, right? You got water down there, right?
That water came from up top, James.
Oh, I missed the tide. Remember we had the card?
Yeah.
That told us what time the tide was coming in during the week? That was awesome.
And you had the hole in the ground back there behind Victory Lane at East Bay as well. You could see exactly how high the tide was or how much it had come in.
Al Barnadori, miss you. Karen's here. We've got some of the East Bay crew joining us next. We saw Janet Knight at Alltech last weekend. So the final group of Dirt Draft Hot Laps in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series.
That'll be coming up next. We got one more after this one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
We do. Clay Harris, Brendan Smith, Hudson O'Neal, Ross Robinson, and Michael Leach will be your final group.
We don't want to rush them.
Or the Rush Late Models.
The Rush Late Models. Brandon Overton. There we go.
Shout out to Brian Spade.
Look at that. Getting back down to the 14-second range there. Brandon Overton, the quickest in that set of Dirt Draft Top Laps. 1:4.7532.
You know, guys, one thing that's going to really be a challenge tonight, it's always a challenge at Ocala Speedway. The pole sitters, necessarily not the best place. And if you look at the exit of turn 4, you can see it's just darker on that exit, and that means that's slimy. That means that's hopefully that's something they're going to roll in. But it could be a challenge for these pole sitters tonight in every single race if they get pushed down into that slime. So a little bit of chess match. That pole sitter is going to try to move that outside front row guy a little bit higher on the racetrack.
How about a note to the Florida Peanut Federation on the 6th guy, right?
Yes. Rise Up Peanut Federation.
That's right.
Clay Harris comes into the event.
Peanut.
Clay Harris comes into the event 6th in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series point standing. There's another Floridian. That's Brendan Smith in the Colton Miller JCM Motorsports sponsored number 19M. He's back on tour with the Lucas Oil Series here in 2026. We've also got the 09 Sun River, Montana's Michael Leach in that Dust Pot, Willow Ranch, Lone Bro Motorsports Longhorn, Cornet Power Plant under the hood for the 09.
If Clay Harris wins, he ought to go bring out a monocle like Mr. Peanut.
A top hat.
Top hat and a monocle. You didn't have monocle on your bingo card, did you? There's Ross Robinson. Well, they're still scraping snow out of Georgetown, Delaware. Had 19 inches up there the other day, so I don't think they're racing tonight. So,
no.
But Lincoln, Pennsylvania did a race tonight. Who won that? I didn't see that. Was that Danny Dietrich?
Probably. I know an app.
I could tell Danny Dietrich's a big Freddie Raymer fan, I believe, with some of his posts. There's Hudson O'Neal, the current points leader, the one here on Thursday night, the Big River Steel. That is a Clements-powered Longhorn. Jason Durham, the crew chief, who won?
Chase Dietz over Danny Dietrich and Freddie Raymer. Yeah, only 23 sprint cars there tonight. Surprising.
They still don't have a flagman? Do they go with the
I don't know.
The digital flagman?
People be clamoring for AI announcers pretty soon, probably.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if Penrod went digital? Wouldn't he? Oh my, Clay Harris right there. He's been the story here the last couple of weeks. He had to take his first provisional in 2 weeks that we've been down here the other night. And right now it's Brendan Smith. He's been good in that JCM Motorsports car. Of course, he started driving it back at the Gateway Dirt Nationals back in December in St. Louis. The Yellowhammer Design DriveBarstow.com car. That team based in Birmingham, Alabama. And the Dade City, Florida driver. His brother not competing here tonight, Brody Smith.
All right, well, that'll wrap up Dirt Draft Hot Laps here this evening on the Saturday portion of the Veland Winter Nationals. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we will be ready to rock and roll with All-Star Performance Time Trials. You're watching the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series live on FloRacing.
ARP manufactures the ultimate fasteners from the best raw materials using cold forged technology. Family owned and made in the USA. Quality always comes first. For whatever extreme category you're in, it's always ARP-bolts.com.
The new Dirt Draft app, faster, sharper, built to win. New lock windows and predictive contests. More ways to play, more ways to win. Lock in your drivers, watch the action, and become a fantasy champion. Every lap, every restart, every last lap slide job that moves you up the leaderboard. The green flag just dropped on the all-new Dirt Draft. Download it now at dirtdraft.com. Draft your team and get in the race.
Impact Race Gear is your source for custom race shirts. We are certain that you will see the same things that hundreds of racetracks, teams, organizations, and manufacturers have already discovered. When it comes to quality and service, we simply can't be beat. We are not one of those here today, gone tomorrow print shops. Impact Race Gear has been trusted for years by racers all across the country. Give your fans and sponsors what they deserve. Simply awesome race shirts. Visit us online at impactracegear.com to learn more and start your order today.
The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is brought to you by Veland, the official aluminum supplier of the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. By Big River Steel, the best of mini mill innovation, and by Sunoco Race Fuels, race fuel for the street.
All right, Dan Ebert will be our first qualifier, the 60 at the Lakeshore, Minnesota, followed by the 79 at Loudon, Tennessee, Corey Hitchcock, and the 22 star at Heinemann, Pennsylvania, Drake Troutman. Our first three qualifiers, DJ, and All-Star Performance Time Trials. The 25K to win here tonight at Ocala.
Dan Ebert's 14645. The 79 of Corey Hitchcock, 14876, and the 22 star of Drake Troutman, first lap, second quick, 14718. Second lap for the 60 of Dan Ebert is better. Time to beat, 14583. Second lap for Corey Hitchcock, James, is better, 14604. Second quick, Drake Troutman's third lap is the best of the trio, 14524.
Drake Troutman in that G.R. Smith, Victory Circle Auto Sales, Brickhouse Tavern, Gambler Transport, RFI Resources, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Jerry Siding, Roofing and Windows, Hunter Cornell, the crew chief on that car, Dan Ebert with Jeff McGee turning the wrenches on the James Trantina Rocket Durham, Collins Brothers Towing, Minnesota Track Headquarters, Christensen Group, Corey Hitchcock, the H&H Auto Sales, Sunoco Ratio, Swiss Springs, Longhorn Eagle for Billy Hicks Racing. Up next to be the number one, it'll be Brandon Shepard. He's out of New Berlin, Illinois, the Mark Richards Racing bound on the inside the Cap Ranches, Ace Metalworks, Performance Grading, Petro Towing, Franklin Enterprises, Sunoco Ratios, Gunners, Henry Styles, Marina Maintenance, College Brother Towing, Rocket Durham, followed by Justin Weaver, the Whitfield, Red Wing Shoes, Conawago Valley, Wheelers Towing, Baker Door Company, Chassis Used Auto Parts, Chad Baker, Drake Cleaning and Plumbing, JRD Automotive, Longhorn Dickens, and Freddie Carpenter, the Kryptonite Big Hill, Leonardtown Ford, Casey's All-American Pool Company, C4.
You did well. Second quick for Shep, fifth quick for Justin Weaver, sixth quick for Fast Freddy, lap 2 for the Rocket 1 off corner number 4. Is a little better, but not fast enough, James. 14529. Second lap for Justin Weaver, fifth quick, 14755. And the People's Champ goes sixth quick, 14860 after 6 cars. Drake Troutman, Brandon Shepard, Dan Ebert, the top 3.
He was your overall fast qualifier. Up next, he was the overall fast qualifier Thursday night last year in the Malvern Bank East Series. He very started the points. He was the Rookie of the Year. He's in the Skyline Motorsports, AK Race Cars Clements. It'll be Dallin Murdy. Dallin Murdy out of Chelsea, Iowa. The Quality Services LLC, Stealth Oil Well Services, Burning Rock Products, Birdie Farms, Browns Heavy Equipment, Corey Richmond, the crew chief on the 13, with Anthony Martin turning the wrenches on the 3S. It'll be Brian Shirley out of Chatham, Illinois. The Bob and Lisa Cullen, Thomason Express, Hoka Trucking, All Guy Performance, Ted Brown's Quality Paint and Body Shop, Cheap Cars, J&J Gaming, J&E Construction, Longhorn Durham, and Dalton Wilson with Mike Ray, the crew chief of the Big Frog, Longhorn Pro Power, B&L Construction, Base Fuels, New Point Lighting and Design, Schaefer's Oil, Ocala Restaurant Supply, Innovative Community Solutions, Dave's Towing, 58B, Dustin.
Dallin Murdy, fourth quick on lap 1, 14600. Brian Shirley, fourth quick his first time around. And the Big Perm goes third quick with a 14561. 3 good laps. Lap 2 for the Game Changer out of Chelsea, Iowa. Still sixth quick, better lap, 14597. Squirrel a better lap, third quick, 14549. And Big Perm jumps to third fastest with a 14538. James, we've qualified 9 cars. It's still Drake Troutman, the time to beat, with a 14.524.
I'm next to be the 111 in the Brad Spochas Centerline Motorsports Inter to be Max Blair. Max Blair out of Centerville, Pennsylvania. The rig's fiber. Virgilia Iron and Steel, also Creekside Auto Sales, C&J Dairy, Murphy's Logging, Upstate Auto Group, Andy's Towing, Lakeside Auto, Robbie Blair, the crew chief, his father on the Longhorn Clements, followed by Garrett Albertson with Zach Houston, the crew chief of the Roberts Racing, Longhorn Clements, Brack Properties, Sunoco Race Fuels, Low Voltage Solution, Bill Sport Shop, Romer Machine and Welding, Sims Family Racing, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Mitchell Ranch, Hogan Farms, sponsor the 58 of Albertson, and in the Glenwood Electric, MC Tank, Reichs Excavating and Plumbing, Chain Locker, MG Auto Sales, Berea Collision, JRR Trucking, JR Motor Sales, Randall Edwards, the crew chief for Josh Rice out of Crittenden, Kentucky, the Longhorn Clements, DJ.
Missing data, 8th quick on lap number 1. That'll be Max Blair. Garrett Albertson goes 9th fastest his first time around. And the white flag is out for Josh Rice. He'll be 10th quick on lap number 1. Lap 2 for the 111 of Max Blair, a little better. 8th quick, 14609. Second lap for Garrett Albertson, not as good. He'll be 9th fastest, 14646. And the second and final lap for Josh Rice, a tick better. He'll be 10th, 14693. 12 drivers have attempted a lap. It's still Drake Troutman, Brandon Shepard, Dalton Wilson, your top 3.
Up next will be the 28 out of Carpentersville, Illinois. It'll be Dennis Erb Jr., Headline, the crew chief on the Rocket Clements, McBride Mac, Vomac Truck Sales, Kaiser, PRC, Fox Shocks, Riverton Party Store, Dundee Heating and Air Conditioning, followed by the number 99 out of Dresden, Ohio. The reigning series champion will be Devin Moran. He's at the Rogers Cellars, Double Down Motorsports, Longhorn Cornet, Big River Steel, Millwood Plumbing, CMW Trucking, Phillips CPA, Vomac, Holland Haskell's, Car Source Auto, Anthony's Pizza, Hazen Services, McHugh Chrysler, Dodge Jeep Ram, Elliott Farms, Speedway Record Service, Kimball, the crew chief on the 99, and Jonathan Davenport, the 49 out of Blairsville, Georgia. He is at the H. Duran, Hauling and Rigging, Nutrient X Solutions, ASC Warranty, Mark Martin out of Money Maker Plumbing of the Carolinas, Longhorn Cornet, number 49 for Double Motorsports.
Dennis Erb Jr., 12th quick on lap number 1. Devin Moran goes 11th fastest his first time around. Superman Jonathan Davenport, 9th quick. All three drivers looking to pick it up on lap number 2. Dennis Erb's second lap, not as good. 14th, 1:4.838. Devin Moran jumps up to 6th quick, 1:4.583. And the final lap time for Jonathan Davenport, not as good. 10th quick, 1:4.612. James, we have 2 drivers left to qualify in Group A. Garrett Alberson, the time to beat with a 1:4.524. Brian Shirley currently on the bubble for a front row starting spot in the heat race with a 1:4.549.
Drake Troutman.
Yes. Did I say
Garrett Alberson?
Close. Actually, not even at all. It is Drake Troutman. I don't even know where that came from. 1:4.5248 for Troutman.
You're all right. You're doing fine. 12 Enemy, Ryan Montgomery. Here's the Fairmont. You've been down here for like 2 months, right? So you Fairmont, West Virginia.
Delusional.
And the Longhorn Clements, Harris Walmsley Racing, Bomax Equipment Company, Next Level Heating and Cooling, FIFA Transport, 84 Lumber, 45 Holdings, Teats Beats, Searcy Transport and Newlands Investments, and Daniel Hilsebeck, the Banning Chiropractic, 22 Enterprises, Big Deal Car Care, Alley Auto Sales, Hilsebeck Farms, Wolfmark Roofing, Capital Clements, 22.
Ryan Montgomery will be 13th on lap number 1, and the other red 22, that's Daniel Hilsebeck, 15th this first time around. Both drivers need to gain a couple tenths if they're going to have anything for Drake Troutman, who sits on top of the leaderboard. And Montgomery does. Good lap, 5th quick for the Fairmont, West Virginia driver, 1:4.563. And Daniel Hilsebeck will improve as well. He'll go 12th fastest with a 1:4.616, and that is unofficially a wrap on Group A All-Star Performance Qualifying. Drake Troutman lays down the fastest lap, James, with a 1:4.524. Then it was Brandon Shepard second quick, Dalton Wilson third, Brian Shirley fourth. As long as those drivers make their way through the Longacre Racing Product Tech and Scale area, they will start on the front row of heat races 1 and 2. That was Ryan Montgomery fifth, Dan Ebert sixth, Devin Moran 7th, Dallin Murray 8th, Corey Hedgecock 9th, and Max Blair rounding out the top 10.
So again, those will be heats 1 and 2. As DJ said, next group of cars will be Group B. As we wait to clear off the track there, Cody Overton's going to come out first here in Group B. He's out of Thompson, Georgia, the Bruce Kane Racing entry. M&M Painting and Construction, Budweiser, Morley, EBC Supply Company, Granite Grading and Hauling, Certainty, Langenfelder Mechanical, All About Doors, Rocket Clements, 15K, followed by the 76 out of Renner, South Dakota. That is Blair Nodorf. He is in the Troy Nodorf, Bargain Barn Tire Center, Western Provisions, Grandpa Ben's Ranch, Asphalt Pros, Maloney Real Estate, Glanzer Trucking, Howe Heating, Cooling and Plumbing. That is a Longhorn Clements, followed by the 93 out of Hanover, Pennsylvania. That'll be Corey Lawler. Corey Lawler, the Poncho's Racing Products, Creekside out of Sunoco Race Fuels, Longhorn Pro Power. His father, Poncho Lawler, the crew chief. On the 93, the time to beat overall is 14.524, right? I didn't go 4 digits on that, did I? What was the fourth digit?
8.
Oh,
8.
Sorry.
Crazy 8s. Good job.
All right.
You at least knew who the fast qualifier was. I apparently didn't a little bit.
Well, you scanned up your iPad, and we're used to Garrett Alberson being.
He's usually up there, yes.
All right, so Cody Overton, Blair Nodorf, Corey Lawler. This will be cars in heats 3 and 4 here tonight as the white flag comes to Cody Overton.
First lap time for Cody Overton, 1:4.660. The 76 of Blair Nodorf, 1:4.623. And the first trip around for the 15K, or excuse me, the 93 of Corey Lawler is 1:5.923. Second lap for Cody Overton. is 1.4680. He's second quick. Blair Nodorf, the time to beat early, 1.4623. And Corey Lawler going to drift high coming off corner number 4. He scrubs off speed. His second lap is a 1.5636. So Snowdrift, Blair Nodorf puts down the early time to beat here in Group B with a 1.4.623.
Up next, the current track record holder here at Ocala, currently 7th in the Lucas Oil points. First time running the series in 5 years. It'll be Kyle Bronson. He's out of Brandon, Florida. The KBM of Brandon. Race Car Engineering, LTX Home Builders, Boswell Oil, Michael Lloyd Hauling and Demolition, All Guy Performance, Timing Music Group, Lucas Oil, Borsters Equipment, Angry Evelyn Tattoos and Piercings, Rocket Clements, followed by Boom Briggs out of Bear Lake, PA, the Briggs Transport, Nice, NYC, Dave Warren Power Sports, Excess Storage, Clyde Johnson Contracting and Roofing, Longhorn Clementson and Turbo, The Best Performance, Rocket Scott Bailey, Langenfelder Mechanical, Coles County Speedway, Sunoco Race Fuels, Roberts B Company, First Class Septic, Anthony's Pizza, Cody Carl, the crew chief on 1.
Boom Briggs third quick, Kyle Bronson fourth fastest, and Uncle T to the top of the leaderboard, 1.4.5723 for Tyler Erb. Lap 2 for Bronson better, he's back to third, 1.4636. Boom Briggs with time to beat, 1.4.547. Kaboom! And Turbo's second lap's a little better. He's second quick, 1.4569. How about it, Rick Boom Briggs fastest after 6 in Group B, James, with a 1.5470.
All right, here we go. It'll be Carson Ferguson, 5th in the points, the 93 DJ in Lincoln, North Carolina. He is in the Paler Motorsports for Donald and Gina Bradshaw. That's the Hoopaw Grading Company, Coleman Farms Racing, Tribble Electric, Solidified Concrete Floor Solutions, Buddy's Record Service, Madman Designs, Pro Fabrication, Pilot Risk Management Consulting, Dean Bowen, the crew chief for the Longhorn Clements, followed by T-Mac, Tim McCready out of Watertown, New York, 2-time series champion, Sherlock Ventures, One Rail, Excess Storage, Johnson Hydraulics, Flawless Roofing, Clyde Johnson Contracting and Roofing, Trans 58, Corey Rubber, Dave Warren Power Sports, Longhorn Clements and Brandon over to the Riggs Motorsports, Longhorn Clements, Budweiser, Garto Southern, Riggs Fiber, Muscle Factory, Harco, Dude Whites, RW Powell, Big Dog Stumpentry, Ryder Cantillo, crew chief on 76.
Carson Ferguson 7th, Tim McCready 3rd, and Brandon Overton now the time to beat in Group B, 1.429. Carson Ferguson up to second quick at lap 1.4511. Tim McCready now up to second, 1.4494. And big sexy Brandon Overton just laid down the fastest lap of Group B, 1.4338. So that trio now sits atop the Group B leaderboard after 9 cars. Brandon Overton, Tim McCready, Carson Ferguson, your top 3.
And new fastest overall is Brandon Overton. Oh my, yes. Preston Luckman will be up next, DJ, the 77 at Coos Bay, Oregon. He is in the Yellowdale Lumber Company. Q21 or I? I. You think after 2 weeks I would know that?
You don't. It's okay.
It's Roman number 1. Beaver State Plastics, Quadell Industries, Far West Tire Factory, Three Rivers Casino, Harry Race Pharmacy, Mesilla Valley Transportation, followed by Dylan McCowan, Urbana, Missouri, the Longhorn Scott Bailey, Midwest Sheet Metal, BLC Transportation, Sonic America's Drive-In, Empire Energy, Pomeroy Services, Bell Hamilton Ford, and Ricky Thorne Jr., the Coleman Motorsports, Longhorn Clements, Hoker Trucking, Knights Companies, Capital Way, Certified Inspection, Strange Oval, Anthony Burrows, the crew chief on 20 RT.
Luckman 9th, McCowan 10th. Thornton 4th on lap number 1. Lap 2 for the 77 of Preston Luckman better. 10th quick, 1.4672. Second lap for Dylan McCowan, a little better, stays 11th, 1.4719. And Ricky Thornton Jr. jumps up 1 spot to third quick, 1.4.5009. So, James, with 5 drivers left to qualify here tonight. Brandon Overton, quickest in Group B and quickest overall with a 1.4.3384.
Up next will be the 6 car, currently 6th in the points in here tonight out of Jupiter, Florida. That'll be Clay Harris. Clay Harris DJs in the Wilkerson Farms Impact Electrical Services, National Fragile Elect Foundation, Dunright Construction, Florida Peanut Federation, Boswell Oil, Groves Irrigation, Universal Cabling, Cameron McGauley, the crew chief on the Longhorn, Scott Bailey, Brendan Smith, he's in the Colt Miller JCM Motorsports, Yellowhammer Design and Construction, Base Fuels, Big Daddy's Cattle, the Mercantile by Miller, Weeks Filters, Neon Bubbles, Car Wash, Drive Barstow, Brett Carroll, the crew chief on the Rocket Dickens, and Hudson O'Neill, the winner here on Thursday night, the Longhorn Clements, Big River Steel, Wheeler Meadows, Merrill Bonding Company, Fresh from Concrete Cutting and Drilling for Todd and Vicki Burns.
Clay Harris 12th, Brendan Smith 7th, Hudson O'Neill 5th after lap number 1. Lap 2 for Clay Harris. He's currently 13th. He'll move up to 10th, 1:4.627. Second lap time for Brendan Smith, not as good. He'll be 8th, 1:4.616. What's Hud have on lap 2? He jumps up to second quick, 1:4.4163 for Hudson O'Neal. That is second fastest with just 2 drivers left to qualify here tonight.
Up next will be the 7. He comes to us out of Georgetown, Delaware. That'll be Ross Robinson. He's the Ken Adams, Dutch Star Motorsports, Stokely Materials, Commonwealth Equipment, Wesley Collins Builders, Delmarva Hydraulics, Georgetown Speedway, ML Joseph, Sand and Gravel. Amanda Robinson, his wife, the crew chief on the Rocket Clements, followed by the 09. And his father, the Paul Leach-owned Longhorn Durham, Sun River, Montana, Michael Leach, the Despots, Willow Ranch. Lowenbro Motorsports, number 09. The final 2 of the night. It is still Brandon Overton with those seats 3 and 4. Well, they're all loaded here tonight. But right now, Overton, quickest in Group B, quickest overall. Let's see what Ross Robinson and Michael Leach can do.
Ross Robinson had a pair of top 10s here at Ocala last year. His first qualifying lap will be 15th, 1:4.819, and Leach has been fast in speed weeks. He is 15th now, 1:4.744. Both drivers need to gain a solid 4/10 on lap number 2. Robinson's second lap time does not. He is 16th, best lap, 1:4.819. Michael Leach's second lap, also not as good. His best lap is 15th quick with a 1:4.744, and that is unofficially a wrap on All-Star Performance Time Trials here tonight. Your fastest qualifier in Group B and quickest overall, the driver of the 76 out of Evans, Georgia, Brandon Overton, who lays down a lap of 1:4.3384. Hudson O'Neal second, Tim McCready third, and Ricky Thornton Jr. fourth. If those times hold up, those 4 drivers will start on the front row of heat races 3 and 4. Then it's Carson Ferguson, Boone Briggs, Tyler Erb, Brendan Smith, Blair Nodorf, and Clay Harris rounding out the top 10 here in Group B tonight. And Brandon Overton is going to grab a word with Ben Shelton.
Yeah, Brandon's on his way out here. How about his first driver this year to pick up a second All-Star Performance Fast Qualifier award? He was a Fast Qualifier last week at All-Tech Raceway. He's going to bring the whole race car out. He was probably still at the Scales. Now we're going to see where he's going to land, guys, because there's a moat between the infield and the front stretch. He's going to join us down here in the grass area. We'll get Brandon Overton out of the Riggs Motorsports cart, number 76. Currently 3rd in the series standings. He is finished 4th twice this week and a 6th place finish. That's his worst finish in 3 starts this week at Ocala Speedway. Tonight he'll go after a win, as he is your All-Star Performance Fast Qualifier for tonight's $25,000 to win Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series program presented by FloRacing. And as we said, the 7th event of the year for this series, and he's the first driver to have more than one Fast Time award. Race fans, how about it for tonight's All-Star Performance Fast Qualifier, Brandon Overton. Brandon, man, you've been lurking all week in that top 5. Tonight, how important is it on the heaviest racetrack of the week to set fast time?
Every day I've set fast time, I'm on the bottom on the start, so probably not ideal, but just see what we got. Maybe they'll let us burn it in a little bit. Luckily, I have 2 heats before us, try to get a good jump and not mess up. But our car's been fast. Like I said, I've said it since we started Speed Weeks. I can't wait to get back to Brunswick. I felt like that's where I was going to have our good run. So anything we do here in All-Tech last week is a bonus.
All right, a big smile on his face. Tonight's All-Star Performance Fast Qualifier, Brandon Overton. We're going to step aside. Thanks to marketing partners. We come back. Opening ceremonies and 4 heat races from here at Ocala Speedway. This is the Veland Winter Nationals.
We showed the world what it means to go big, combining mini-mill technology with industry-leading talent, producing steel our customers need in an environmentally responsible way. Now, we're going even bigger. BR2, Big River Steel's second, highly sustainable and technologically advanced steel mill is now operational, allowing us to deliver even more of the sustainable steel needed to solve the challenges of tomorrow without sacrificing performance today.
You have to fight to pull ahead, to find your edge, to do whatever it takes to make you 1/10 of a second faster, smarter, more committed than the other guy, because you've got the kind of passion that can overcome the impossible. And we've got the most powerful performance race fuel available to help you do it. Sunoco Race Fuels. Take the lead.
Established in 1983, FK Rod Ends has been the industry leader for both midget and micro racing. Family owned and operated, we take pride in our products and our name because we know you value yours. Visit our website, www.fkrodends.com, to find out how you can join our winning team. FK Rod Ends. To beat the best, you've got to use the best.